Oopsie. Yeah, gotta fix that. That's okay. It's all good. All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Witching Hour with your lovely hostess. I don't know how many days I missed. I think I missed all weekend on going on here, but no FOMO, just devoting time to other things, and it is good. Like, after the second day, it gets kind of peaceful. You get kind of used to it, like, oh, it was good. I'm catching up, making progress, and so I'm very happy at that. Welcome back to my divine panel, my angels of love and light, to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. What do you want to say? Well, I want to know what's up on this 9/9 portal of Manifestation Monday. And so, I'd like to use the Thoth Tarot and the Power of Intention cards because I just found them putting some things away. Give me a second. So on the left side, I received happiness. Happiness! 9 of Cups. Everything's gushing. Everything is just happy and all good. Lotus flowers are sharing its wealth, basically, here. It's like every lotus flower, it appears to be capsized, but it's like sharing the seeds with these cups. There's like an absolute outpour. So that's good on the recipient side. And then on my doing side, I have 8 of Wands, labeled as swiftness. So things are moving really quickly and in positive direction for me. It was wonderful. Lightning speed in all directions. This is basically the energy of a sphere. And when you have like crystals, like spheres, they emit energy in all directions. So you can't, I would say you can't lose when you have a sphere in your atmosphere. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, the colors here depicted are the rainbow, with the rainbow itself. So it's like the happiness of that emits light as a prism would, as well as a sphere. But this is lightning fast, like kind of simultaneous, omnipresent happiness. You see? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So there's a mixture of like creation on the right side with this like rhombus slash pyramid slash trapezoid. You see, it's like morphing into different things. And 8 of Wands actually is communication. There's a lot of love here, let me tell you. Okay. Alright, so I start off with that. My divine panel, what is it that you want to tell me? Oh my gosh, Hekate has been, or the proper way to say, there's 2 ways in how to pronounce her name. So the way I remember it was first off like kind of like Italian, like capiche, but then like I forget because it's not the same phonetics as capiche, but the same kind of idea in how to pronounce it. So the way I remembered it is Hekate. Hekate. So working with her has been very awesome. I mean, just like with the purposeful intent to study as her being mentor. Now, I got really tired of listening to certain trials of people like fanning over her, and it just, I like to have my own personal experience, so I'm going to spare you the details at this time anyway. In seeing like immediate reciprocation, and not to say anything poorly about my divine panel, the rest of my divine panel, but there's something about what feels like immediate results. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know why I brought that up. Why did I bring it up? Happiness, multi-directional. Oh, just like the progress of, I thought she was, oh my god, and hearing certain other people's experiences, I have to hold my own. Like, just to each their own, and everybody has a different relationship, so I'm not gonna, so looking at the baseline, it was educational and listening to other people's experiences. I didn't have to go for more than a handful of them, but listening to others, it felt almost like I should be very, very cautious, and I feel like I'm already cautious as is, and working just very considerate, I would say, because cautious has like this, you know, inkling, if not more, of fear, and so I feel like I'm already considerate, and when I work with other energies. So so anyway, I've just been seeing an absolute turnaround, and it makes it so much easier to do what I need to do. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't want to compare energies from my panel, but there's a certain signature that every sentience has, and so I feel very, very happy, happy, just grateful that I can work with these energies, that I have the permission to do so, and yeah, permission and ability, so that's good. Alright, so what's on the bottom of the deck? Princess of Swords. So yeah, it's the learner. It's basically the intern of sorts. Knowing that there's certain things that have to be done, and like once I get to the motion of doing things, and also honoring when I need my sleepy times, and self-care, and just things have become so much easier. I don't know, like I don't have to, like, my mind doesn't meander into like, why isn't it that I'm not here now? Why isn't it that I haven't got that phone interview yet, or that I haven't got this certain opportunity yet? Because like I'm just immersed in other things that should be done. And it's not necessarily like saying that it's a requirement as a prefix or a prerequisite, excuse me, to getting to a certain area. I think it's just makes sense out of your time, you know? Yeah, so this is wonderful seeing this here. So I'm going to put that as a frontal, like the topper for that. Alright, my divine panel. Oh, Hekate. Is there anything that you would like to say? For my 9/9 portal manifestation Monday. What you want to say? What you want to say? but it's really cool because, like, I know that I'm on point with my intuition and reading energies. Like, reading, like, modern energies has given me a lot of practice to being able to even read primordial energies. And that's so cool. Like, I you know, I had to describe something, and I, you know, asked her about the color of ink, and you know, how to do certain, like, I don't even, like, I just, should I tell them? I don't even know if I should tell them. But what came out of it was right on point when I felt the energies after I made the choice. Like, it was like within even like half a second of making the choice. Then I asked her, and I told you I wasn't gonna, well, I'm not gonna tell you everything, but in going through my planner, like, I was motioned to get a planner, and then get down the moon phases so I would not forget, and then and just keeping me, like, on schedule, on point, etc. So anyway, when I asked her about the color to scribe in for her particular arena, she validated it, and I was rewarded with creating a what do you call it? What do you call it? It's kind of like runes, the symbols, oh gosh, what is that called? Not an enneagram, it's a sigil. I was granted a sigil for me to exclusively work with her. So that particular branding is just for me and her to work with. And so that was so cool. I felt the energy, and it was just wonderful. So yeah, so just there's certain things like that. And okay, so Hekate, what do you want to say? Is there anything you would like to say for my 9/9 portal manifestation Monday? Or ours, anyway. And I got it in the first try, the sigil. I got the sigil on the first try. So that was cool. I thought I was gonna have to have several, like, tries, but nope. Okay, what fell on the right side is 4 of Cups, which is luxury. Princess of Cups. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. 10 of Wands, which is listed as oppression. 7 of Wands in reverse, Valor, and the Tower card in reverse. Okay, that's quite a bit of a story. So, okay, what's in the bottom? Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let me see if there's any clues into here. Okay, a lot of lightning here as well. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lightning rods here. So it's showing up to the wheel. So it's driving, taking course driving. Let me just double check. 4, 8, 9. Yep, 9 wands there. What else do we want to have here? Any other symbologies here? No, that's mainly what they want to show me there. Okay. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards here. How do we want to move it? No, I have to start from the front. Okay. 4 of Cups usually is feeling kind of jaded, but this one is listed as luxury. I suppose it's what do you call it? a privilege to be in a position where you're in a multiple choice like question quiz or even test. That portion is like, oh, thank God. 50% of it, like if you're studying your rubric for like high school or college, you're like, oh God, thank God it's like, you know, 75% multiple choice. And so you know you have like, you can kind of guesstimate your winning chances, regardless of how, you know, good you are in a subject. But especially if it's like a little tricky, you can kind of guesstimate where, you know, your average on that, like the bare minimum on that. So it's I would say it's a privilege or a luxury to be in like a multiple choice kind of quiz arena where you know, it's some things are obvious and some things are just like a process of elimination. So this is kind of a speed read version of testing is what she wants to tell me for my 9-9 portal. Okay, she's like, I'm not gonna hand you the answers, but I'm gonna show you around. This is kind of like orientation, like pop quiz. And then she goes to another scene in the arena, like pop quiz. And in fact, so let me tell you this. Okay, I went to do a like quick return because something didn't work out for me, and I ended up exchanging it to something else. And in this place, I ran into 2 ladies with, I think it was like generations. So there's like a child, her mother, and either like a older girlfriend or like grandma. And they were all very nice. The young girl was could have been maybe 4 or 5, talking age, excited age, and so she just like still has, you know, a childhood spirit, which is great because a lot of the times you don't see that in this day and age. What just dropped? I don't know what dropped. But oh, my. Okay. So a lot of the times you don't see that at that age range. But like I said, I'm supposed to stay aloof and objective. And you know, like with technology just available, she just still had that childhood spirit. So anyway, we were at the register and they were before me and they were being very kind and nice, but I could tell that they kind of knew me. But then one of the ladies had like massive ink on her back, and when I finally looked at it, it was I was like, oh my God, she worships the devil. You know, like she, you know, my brain linked to like, oh, you know, she's, I don't know if Satanist is the word, but like, you know, into darker energies. But that doesn't really say 100% everything, right? But then when I looked past that, the art that she chose was very, like, it was beautiful. It was, and I think it was, I think the ink was fading a bit, so it's an older one, and I would say by the choice of it, modern for her, a modern choice for the time that she got it. And so it showed me independent thinking, a little bit of wild in her, but like I didn't sense anything particularly chaotic, dark in her. Not like, you know what I mean, like dominantly speaking. So like I didn't see her as an extremist. But anyway, why did I even bring that up? I don't know why I brought that up. Shoot. Cups, luxury, multiple choice. Yeah, going into each arena and being able to do like the process of elimination, discerning. You know, so just like let me show you around here and around here and around here, etc. So I've been like when carrying out my tasks, my errands, it's been very much like that, and definitely, yeah. I did encounter one disrespectful male energy, basically almost hovering over me. Um, yeah, did not like that energy. Um, anyway, um, Princess of Cups, Page of Cups. So multiple choice question, okay, in that arena, my 9-9 portal, Manifestation Monday. These are admirers. Oh, okay, so these are admirers, just showing themselves, in passing. You see there's some movement, okay? Not in like zoom passing, just like in passing. Exposure, nonetheless. Very discreet and very much appreciated. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's something about this is examining the energies of the undercurrents. Like right in the middle of this sandwich material, there's 10 and 10, right? So 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Wands upright. So this is kind of like hold your breath, Tina. You're going down, like doing a deep dive basically and finding those 10 of Pentacles. So this is the Queen of Cups being intuitive but being objective about her insights. It's like, you know what your brain says and you know what your intuition says and you know like basically what your heart and your eyes see. So it's kind of differentiating and how do you want to say? So it's like, okay, here, Tina, we're gonna give you these tools. It's kind of like that thing with Cuba Gooding Jr. I think that movie back in the day, he was I think in the Navy or something, and he had to walk like several steps. He was like a paraplegic kind of energy. I don't remember exactly what, but he had to wear this like 200 or 300 pound suit and be able to take X amount of steps to say that, oh, he passed, he's eligible to be like one of us, basically. So they give him these extreme, basically anchors in order to see like what he's made of. So it's not just like hold your breath, but see how much you can handle beneath the surface, like low-key doing your like personal stuff, doing the things that are required. This is kind of like, again, independent study, like private school independent study type of work, one-to-one with my mentors. And so there's a lot of buried gems down there, Tina. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt for you in carrying that out. So this 9-9 portal isn't like, here you are, silver platter, and your silver spoon, and your silver fork. Don't worry about the knife. We cut it, you know, into everything into pieces. We did it all for you. It's not like that here. I still have to do the work, but it's kind of like testing to see how much you know. Again, multiple choice, going with that lead. And so this is kind of like discovery mode and taking care of the responsibilities that you have to take care of, Tina, because as many responsibilities responsibilities that you have equal amount, if not amplified, because you're doing it. Like gemstones, jewels. Um, Ten of Pentacles is legendary wealth. It's something you can pass down from generation to generation. Kind of like epic. Yeah, something about it being epic, like in that journey beneath the surface. Yeah, all right, so there's that. Okay, and then finally we see here a reiteration of it. Like, so once that's all taken care of, I want you to know that you're standing out with the Six of Wands, your supporters right behind you, just kind of like shh, like shh, don't tell her we're here, kind of like a surprise party, you know. And they really are a surprise party in their energetics. So you're standing alone here, okay? You're holding your power to yourself, just as they're holding their presence, kind of like subtly to them, or to themselves, but subtly shown. Like, we're backing you. You know, you got support crew. Not just like they're not here for the shits and giggles, or just because they received an invite, or just because the gates were open at this time. This is, you got your true supporters here. They're kind of backing you, kind of like a trampoline almost. Like, you can rest on us, basically, rely on us. But it's showtime, you know. Like, see what you bring to the table. Like, you'll be able to recognize it for yourself, you know, as you execute this stuff. And this is the cleanup, you know. This is major decision that's made, and then what it takes to follow through to absolute cleanup. Because we're using basically the building blocks, like, okay, tower moment, like psh, everything's like now debris, you know. So, but we now, with the debris, have building blocks to rebuild into a castle, which the tower once was. Was once recognized as. So this is good. This is rebuilding. I don't think it's rebuilding, let's say, one's reputation. I think I already kind of have that on lock. Any questions or like aversions to my energetics are things that other people need to sort through. So let's say I'm waiting for an interview or an opportunity, and there's some hesitation because of inquiry or aversion to my energetics. That's just confusion that needs to be cleared up. So it's not to say that I'm at fault for anything. And because there's an array of energetics out there, I would be reluctant to give a blanket statement on that, because it's kind of like fractioned energy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what else do you want to say? I think that Hekate. So one thing that I learned about Hekate is she'll, well, you know, again, to each their own. But something that I did find in alignment with others is that she will put you in positionings which deliberately are made for one to follow through, to get you to that next stage. And so it's not like it's like what do you call it, like a physical trainer, a coach. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I would say that. But like, I personally haven't felt any, um, uh, like, like a gun to the head. Like I haven't felt like this is do or die, Tina. This is, or like, if you don't do this, then you're a disappointment. Like I don't get that energy at all. Um, it's very encouraging and very, um, relaxing isn't the word to use for it. Encouraging and, rewarding. I would have to say that. That's definitely the word to use for that. Okay, so I'm going to put the Destiny card right there. And the top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, is the Seven of Swords in reverse. So no bullshit. So futility is if it's an upright, and in reversal, it's winner winner for sure. Very, very nice. Okay. Thank you, Hekate. Alright, my divine panel. Anything more that you want to say for my 9/9 portal? Manifestation Monday. Top is a double card. And then I feel like I'm supposed to get right beneath that 10 of Cups in reverse. What? What is that? Does that mean like I have a bunch of haters? Like, oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. There's like secretly obsessed energy here. I don't know. Let me just double check that. I feel like it though. 2 of Swords in reverse. Peace. It's labeled as peace and it's in reverse. Oh, there's. Okay. I don't know if I should laugh at that. No, but there's like absolutely obsessed energies. Like you can't get enough because 10 of Cups is satiety in here, but then in reversal it's like you can't get enough. Like the Devil card is like almost obsessive energy. Like really when you like when okay, so when you like somebody, that's the Page of Cups. When you like want something more, then that's 2 Cups. Like that's a loyal union, a reliable union. When you love someone, of course, you got the Lovers card. If you got somebody that like you're just like my homeboy, my like that kind of energetic, like where it's kind of familial, you got the 4 of Wands energy. Like I could travel with this person, like I could do anything with this person. It's amazing. And I feel safe with that person. That's the 4 of Wands. And you can have different variations of it. If like you, if you want to, basically, if you're really turned on by that person, then you get the Tower card. But if you get the Devil card, that's like, it's weird to me, just because I'm not used to this. It's like you're absolutely like cannot get you off of my mind. You're like I'm thinking about you all the time, and I'm not even trying to. And sometimes I'm trying not to, but like you're still there. It's very much that energy. So like you just can't get enough. And then with the 2 of Swords in reverse, like that's unrest. Like I just what's so this is, I would say, how do I say it? Is it this is I don't think this is a threatening energy. It's more of like being engrossed in some energy, but it's distracting, perhaps. Yeah, it's gotta be. Like when someone is like enveloped in another energy. So, yeah, that's insane. Oh, that's no secret to the sauce. So my divine panel is telling me I have that energy. So you know what they're saying? Forget about the numbers. Forget about what it looks like on the outside, because, like, you know, like there's a certain way in which this world operates. And I'm not going to say that, like, how do I say it? Princess of Wands is starting something. I'm not supposed to get into that. This is more about, like, it's go time, but it's also flow time, you see? So you start, and you just flow with it. So this is not about, like, getting stuck in having to find explanations for everything, but accept the time that I have to do some things. So it's not like, don't look at any part of your life as, how do you say it? Like, being prohibited from doing something. Because that's kind of like lack mindset, right? Look at this as an allowance, as a gift to just go with it. So, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. Because there are certain happenings in my life which are allowing for me to do these things. And so they just keep telling me, like, just trust it, just trust it, just trust it. So anything you want to tell me, my divine panel, for my 9/9 portal of Manifestation Monday. Oh, Science, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. This is finding the calm. So, you know, like, people are like, why aren't you worrying about this or that, you know? And I, you know, I do have, it's not that I have second thoughts about, like, what I've done to be in my position, because this is, everything has been better off, better off, better off, better off. So I don't, second guess the things that I've done, but it's like, ooh, what's gonna happen with this? Like, ooh, what's gonna happen, you know, down the road? And, like, when you think about, like, when you got in trouble as a child, and, you know, like, okay, your parents are going, you're gonna have to answer to your parents or whatnot. And so you're griping about it. Not everybody does this, but you're griping about it. So you punish yourself once, and then you're punished again, or you have that make or, you know, 50-50 chance of being punished in a certain way. So it's kind of like that, where it's a reminder, maybe not to the extreme of things, but like, I don't know what's gonna happen with all of this, but so far the divine still has taken care of me. In fact, more than just like the bare necessities. And it's not like absolute like, oh my god, like I get to buy, you know, brand name this or brand name that. Like, I still have to do like split payments on cards, and you know, I still have to do like weird shit. Not super weird, but you know, like I still have to be mindful of the things that I'm doing. Like how I show up for myself and my family. So, you know, it's still trying to find that calm. And I got a lot done over the weekend. So 6 of Swords, that's what that is right there. So in starting things, like, don't worry about how you're just telling me not to worry. I mean, there's something mechanical about it, like something like it's like tried and tested, like tried and true in science. So it's like, you know, you're still able to get through things. You're identifying the resources and you're putting them into play, or you're pocketing some for later, but you're making sense out of things just fine, Tina. You're doing great. So so don't stress out over anything. Okay. Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me, my divine panel? Yeah, so continue to be objective when you start something, when you start and you flow with something. Because you can go anyway, you know? And I just saw something, I think on Instagram, I just bookmarked it. Maybe I'll just put it up on a highlight. But they have two, like, basically like metal marble balls. And one is a straight line path going like with the downward incline. The other has a downward incline, but there's like swoops up and down, up and down. And it's an even pace up and down. But I think even if it were different wavelengths, it would still prove to be true. That the highs and lows, gaining momentum on the way down, has accelerated the process faster than a straightward path of that decline. So when we're looking at declines in our life, like logically what we experience when we've been told and programmed, like scripted, even like as a bystander point of view, like backseat driving, oh, that looks like, you know, someone's on a decline or whatnot. So cognitively speaking, when we look at the declines in our life, it's like you have to get through whatever you need to get through. So that those highs and lows, and knowing that we might be approaching a decline, let's say, talking about the macrocosm, because of all these things happening with finances, politics, etc. We still need to get through it. So why not go with that flow in those fluctuations, and that way we get through it faster, rather than building the suspense of the straight line path, thinking that we're like playing it safe, following through with things. So there's something about that there. That's such a broad category to talk about, but this is being objective with starting something and finding that calm, that peace with those fluctuations. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to close it for right now, just because I feel like that's enough, and it's 45 minutes or so. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups in reverse. It's labeled as pleasure. So what's behind that? 8 of Swords, interference. It's kind of like being... I feel like... I'm going to get one more card underneath that. Prince of Cups, Knight of Cups. Oh, there's some sort of a block here. Okay, so undercover, there's like admirers that want to be involved, that want to interact, but there's some kind of interference, there's some kind of block in which holds them kind of a little captive. It's not the absolute like I can't do anything about my situation. No, because the 8 of Swords is like the person that's supposedly trapped can get themselves out of it. So, but there's like some kind of like a shield or like a gate or something. Okay, let's say with my readings, I take off the chat feature now. So there's not any direct way to interact as while I'm on live. So it's something similar to that. There's different ranges to this depending on which energetic I'm talking about that's here, because there's some that are not allowed in. They're absolutely not. Nope, yeah, no. They're not allowed in. So, just because they're in the feel-good mode, like certain energetics, a fraction of them, they're fractured energies, and just because they're in the feel-goods doesn't mean that like I want to be in the feel-goods with them, you know? Doesn't even give them the legitimacy to like come through. So there's purposeful shields like that will not allow for them. But then there's also some like another fraction of, you know, this kind of energetic where it's like there's, you know, just life situations, or like there's just like certain snags in the arena that just don't appear to give them the upper hand, or something of that sort. So there's some kind of interference, okay, or people like telling them, like whispering in their ear, or other psychics like doing like making them question, you know, just there's certain things like that, okay? So there's an inability to show that kind of kinship love, or even if it's the foul energies, show their true colors, that they're just there for themselves. So in the meantime, it's all just like kind of undercover kinship to whatever degree. That's there. Okay. So top of the deck now is no secret. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. It's power and upright, and here it's like sometimes a display of power is trust. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't control everything, nor would you want to. Like the greatest rulers are ones that have the ability and demonstrate the ability to trust. So they're not going to micromanage. There's magic. There's true belief in that there's magic in life. That there's things that can happen beyond your control that are good. So, oh, that's beautiful. That's so nice. I like it. I like it. Okay. So, what are my 3 takeaways for this? One is 2 of Wands in reverse. Some things that are to be determined. And it's also kind of like knowing for yourself, like, I know what I bring to the table as is, but I know that there's so much more. So it's kind of like working with chopsticks. Like, if you know how to work with chopsticks on your dominant hand, it's like relearning it with your non-dominant hand. So it's like, I know I can do this. Like, if I could do it with this hand, I could surely do it with this hand. And so it's, and so maybe like you're ambidextrous, you know, and it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to learn the etiquette behind it. Like, you're not supposed to do, like, I don't know, do certain things with your chopsticks, like, especially in certain cultures, you know. So it's kind of like that, you know. There's so much more, or even like the historic version of, excuse me, where chopsticks came from, like as far as tooling, and the inspiration of like other inventions or other things that were derived from chopsticks. So, you know, a lot of to be determines. Very nice. Okay. So it's like you want to, like, you're great at your artistry, and now you want to go back to school to learn certain things, to specialize within a trade. So you can say you're certified at this or whatever the reason, okay? There's, or like when you're accelerating education, like you're just high school off to college or whatever. That's when you notice, like, okay, well, in order to take this particular class or like get here, I have to first take art appreciation or music appreciation. So again, the historic view and the background, etc., before you actually work with the tools. You got to respect them first. Yes. Okay. So, 2. Okay. What's my second takeaway? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna get it with that card that's just about sliding off, because it could be magical, but it could be like also dissolution. It could be like breakup energy, but like I don't feel like I'm doing any breakups right now. I feel like I've kind of done some decluttering and organizing, and I feel like I've seen the magic. So 3 of Swords, Master number 33 here. It's kind of like shish kebab energy, you know. It's like shooting hoops, but then like instead of saying like nothing but the net, it's kind of like the shish kebab energy, where it's just like it, you know, and somebody like throws popcorn in there and then they like down it. It's kind of like that with shish kebab energy. Like, you're killing it, Tina, with your magic. So continue to do that, and your accuracy is going to be like on point. Yeah. Okay. Third takeaway for me is 5 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Swords upright is labeled as defeat. I usually don't get it like that. You know, 5 of Swords is like you have the one up. But I guess the defeat in that is, 5 of Swords is participation in war, okay? When you have it upright, you won the war, but the defeat is that you had to still engage in it, right? So, you know, that there's that. So then in reversal, it's forfeiting certain battles. Like, sometimes you realize that certain things are just kind of like eating up your time, your energetics. So if somebody wants to throw down, it's like, you know what, that's a projection of yourself. You kind of just nip it in the bud. I have no argument with you. I have no, therefore I have no settlement with you. I have no time for you. That's all you, okay? So let me get one more card from that, because like I remember when I was a youngling, and my parents didn't have very many options to figure out, like for like um, childcare at the time. So I was subjected to a place that where this girl would constantly bully me over the summers. Um, and so my mom's advice was always like, just ignore her. Just, just ignore it. Just like I'm telling you right now. Like, don't even engage in that, whatever. But like, it's hard to understand that and digest that without any further leads. So you have someone constantly, like for more than 8 hours in a day, messing with you. It's kind of like being locked up in like a prison, right? How do you regulate people who would just want to start something? And so that's why I want to get a card here, because my way of dealing with that was not always healthy nor productive. But I did notice that there was less, like a slight decrease in escalation if I did not respond. You know, like it's hard to even say when somebody's like being like physical, you know, with you and your belongings, and or even verbal, like constant, you know. And when you compare that, let's say with domestic violence, like what do you fucking do, right? Until you've had enough, or you're put in a position where you're like, I'll be down, this is not gonna, and then you go full out, put people in their place. So that's you know, so there's that. So what do you want to say with that as far as forfeiting? Because there are some energies I just want to address. If there are any energies at this point, since you told me that I was not going to experience no more of the Three of Swords heartbreak or disappointments, like let's get clarification based on those. If it ever advances to those particular energies, exposure to those energies, what's the clarifier on that other than forfeiting, you know? The Chariot card. You have to get out of the situation. You have to get out of the situation. You move on. You pull yourself out of that situation. So let's say if you're a child, okay, let's revert back to forfeiting, and you know, what do you want to say? You know me, my divine panel, you know me, so I'm gonna ask you like situationally because I've been there, and you know, I want to cover those bases for people who are kind of in that position, or you know of people that are in those positions. Like, what's your input? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is talking about something being delivered to you. This is a delivery. So what this is saying is that those particular situations especially children, that there's deliverance, that there's something will come for them, like it's a rescue. That's what it is. Yeah. So just know that there's energetics, not just of like human sentience, but like otherworldly sentience, that deliver messages in order to it's like this big ass room. We're like, oh my god, did you hear this or that, whatever. And just as it spreads here in this 3D world of just humanoids, humans, that kind of like certain abuses are whispered as swiftly, if not even further out and quicker within those other energetics. So for sure. Yes, definitely. That's delivered, being saved. Okay. All right, that's it for now. Oh, I forgot. Okay, the Power of Intention cards. Derp. Derps. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I guess they're all kind of like, cut it again. Knock, knock, knock. And then my divine panel. What is my, alright, what's these viewers, what's their card for this 9/9 portal? Manifestation Monday. What's their card? What's the takeaway? That's the one. Atta girl. Okay, surround yourself with high energy people. I think this is a turntable. It looks like a turntable, so there might be some DJs. But then there's also like cyclists. There's 4 cyclists here. It's kind of like the 4 of Cups. There's 3 together and 1 separate. So it's like whether you're a group or alone, you're still going in the same like you're still traveling like the same track, which is like these rotations, these revolutions that are built in. So you can never stray from your path, whether you're solo or you're in a grouping. Yeah, you see? Choose to be in close proximity to people who are empowering, who appeal to your sense of connection to intention, who see the greatness in you, who feel connected to God, and who live a life that gives evidence that Spirit has found celebration through them. Very, very nice. Yes, definitely. All right, so that's yours. And then what's our takeaway? Convert hate into love. This is sewing, this is mending, etc., or even just creating. Hate converts to love when the energy of love is in its presence. It's important to remember that hate, directed towards yourself or others, can always be converted into life-giving, love-granting, life force of intention. So, like, okay, the girl who bullied me several summers, or whenever I had to go there, even though, like, I can link it to prison-like energy, and like a juvenile type of atmosphere, I don't hate that person. I don't feel hate or anger towards that person, nor my parents for not being able to come up with other solutions. It doesn't anger me. I think what I recall is a lot of frustration in being put in an atmosphere and having to figure that out, like figuring out the answers. I was very frustrated. And just unfulfilled, I would say. Definitely, I could group that in there. So even as I grew older and revisited that place without having to, I forgot why I went there. Maybe it was like when I was older, and it was like one of the last few times that I could, that I was sent there. We were older, like teenagers, I think, and I did not. I don't know. The girl that bullied me, she was coming off as like she wanted to be friends, like she was being like very nice to me, but it wasn't like fake nice. It was kind of like guilty nice, it was kind of like she genuinely wanted to be friends with me, but then I was very kind of aloof at that idea, just not because I didn't know where she was coming from, like I didn't question it. It didn't offer any intrigue to me. It was just like kind of like when you say goodbye to certain energies, you say goodbye to them. So there's no, it's not like I burn the bridges with them or like put on explosives to them. It was just like that time has come and gone. And so it's like when you understand the psychology of why people are the way they are or how they behave at certain places in their life, it's just like you don't excuse it, but at the same time, like I've learned that some energies kind of are already fragmented from you, they've already kind of like dispersed stuff. Like I have no beef with it. I remember it. I remember those frustrations, and it's kind of like I have no interest in continuing the those frustrations or the argument. And it's not being jaded at all. It's just like I am in such a better place right now. It's like that shiz is so old. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. And it reminds me of like the iterations of certain jobs, workplaces that I've been in. Same thing. It's just like, if there are certain energies that have done the same thing to me over and over, and I just, especially like in a girl group kind of setting, I just, no, I'm not interested in all of that. Like I'll be cordial and but it's not, I don't know, like I'm in a place, and such a better place now, where when I develop into this like undeniably credible, like amazingly accredited, like by like the blue check mark and all that, all that shiz, it's not gonna be like, yeah, see where like it's in your face, it's not. I'm in a better place now, where I'm happier, and I work towards this. It has nothing, like there's that link is kind of broken. So as far as being mended, it's like, it's just, I'm creating my new thing now. It's not about 100% about mending that stuff. It's already like, it's come and gone. So it's not, it's already passed, you know? So this is not like your cookie cutter, like, oh, we're gonna fix everything. Like, it's already, I'm already fixed. I'm already mended, you know? So, you didn't have to do that for me. I didn't have to depend on you for that. I learned how to fix myself. I learned how to get myself out of any other situations or iterations of that energy. So it's kind of like that, you know? Yeah, so it's kind of like creating a new life for yourself. So that's our thing here. So what is my takeaway? That's the one. Create a stress-free life. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And again, like, just go with it, like, roll with it. That's crazy. What I'm hearing is that song, roll, bounce, something. Okay. Roll, bounce, something like that. But you're supposed to have a good time with life, okay? And this is my time now, Tina. You have the power to create a naturally stress-free and tranquil life you desire. You can either activate your thoughts, produce stress with... Oh, wait. You can either activate thoughts that produce stress within you or activate thoughts that make stress impossible. It's your choice. I like it. This is so good. That's crazy. That's crazy. So this is more than getting a second win. This is reestablishment for yourself, Tina. I like it. I like it. Oh, look, on the bottom of the deck is about the creator of this deck. Kind of like a short bio on what they have available, what they've accomplished. This was made in 2004, so 20 years ago. That's crazy. This is vintage. Can you believe that? Like, 2004 is vintage? That's crazy. The publisher, it looks like, is Hay House, so Louise Hay, I think, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. So on the top deck, which is Hekate coming through again, because that key, I just gotta read it. She's like, I'm here. Transcend your circumstances. Holy smokes, that is amazing. Just amazing. Okay. By choosing to hang on to your corner of freedom, even in the worst situations, you can process your world with the energy of appreciation and beauty and create an opportunity to transcend your circumstances. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. All right. Thank you, Hekate. All right, so this is a semi-bikini. Because I didn't do it over the weekend, but accountability. I'm slightly getting there as far as activity. And how am I doing this? Herpsy derpsies. Okay. Oh. See? We did that now. Okay, give me a second. All right, so... There we are. So now, I thank all my supporters who exchange in light and love equally. Thank you. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, strength, gifts, essence to pass through. Oh, wait. From those who generate, call upon, cast, bring, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, and or entities To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification. Me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt. No attachments except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. And upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in the light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now,